Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are tackling a massive challenge that so many of us run into. How do you manage a bunch of different Instagram accounts without completely losing your mind? Or worse, getting your accounts flagged? Let's just jump right in.
So, are you doing this juggle right now? Maybe you've got your personal profile, a page for your business, another for your side hustle. Or hey, maybe you're a social media manager with a whole client list. If so, you know what a headache it can be. So, how do we actually handle it all?
The way I see it, it's all about having the right tool for the right job. We're going to look at everything from the simple, built-in features, think of that as your basic wrench, all the way up to a full-on professional toolbox. That way, you can find the exact solution that fits what you're doing right now. Okay, so let's kick things off with the absolute basics. We're talking about the tools that Instagram gives you for free, right there inside the app and on your desktop.
First up, the mobile app. And honestly, it's designed to be super simple. You just pop into your settings, add a new account, and then to switch between them, all you do is long press your profile picture. It's dead easy. And it's perfect if you're just handling your personal account and maybe one other, like for a hobby or a small business. But, and this is a big one, here's the first major roadblock you're going to hit. You can only be logged into 5 accounts at a time. For a lot of people, that's totally fine. But if you're an agency or you're just a power user, that number is a serious limitation. And this is where things get a little dicey. These are the risks that most people just don't think about. When you link accounts this way, Meta's system sees them all coming from the exact same phone, the same IP address. And get this, they are permanently linked in the backend. So here's the critical takeaway. If one of your accounts gets flagged, it puts all, and I mean all, of your other accounts at risk. So what if you need a bit more firepower, but you're not running a huge agency just yet? Okay, let's level up and talk about Meta's own business suite. Now this is a real game changer when it comes to just getting organized. With Business Suite, you can schedule pretty much everything, your posts, your stories, your reels, all in advance. Plus, you get this unified inbox to manage all your DMs and comments in one place. It is a massive, massive time saver.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? Business Suite is really just a dashboard. It is not a replacement for the app itself. You can't just casually browse your feed or go down a rabbit hole on the Explore page. You can't do any real engagement like liking and commenting on other people's stuff. And just like the app, it gives you absolutely zero account isolation.
So what do the pros use? When you're managing dozens, maybe even hundreds of accounts for e-commerce clients or big brands, you need a totally different strategy. And that, my friends, is where cloud browser isolation comes into play. Now, I know this sounds super technical, but stick with me. The concept is actually pretty simple and really powerful. Just imagine giving each and every one of your Instagram accounts its very own private, secure computer. That's basically what cloud browser isolation is. Each account gets its own unique digital fingerprint, its own IP, its own cookies, everything. So to Instagram, they all look like they're being run by completely separate people from different places. And the workflow, it's just brilliant. For every single account, you create one of these unique, isolated profiles. You log in one time, and that session just stays active. But the absolute game changer is that last step. You can securely give your team members or your clients access to manage an account without ever having to share the password. That is a gigantic leap forward for security. Okay, so we've got the tools down, but let's be real. The best hammer in the world is useless if you don't know how to swing it. So now let's get into some absolutely essential strategies and safety tips that apply no matter which method you end up using. Look, if you want to grow your accounts, you've got to engage. But you can't just do it randomly. You need a system. Try this, the 20-minute engagement block. For each account, you spend the first 7 minutes just responding to your community, all your new comments and DMs. The next 7, you go out and engage with posts on your target hashtags. And the final 6, you watch and react to stories from key people in your industry. It's focused, it's fast, and it really works. Now, listen up, because this is super important. The single biggest red flag for Instagram is seeing a bunch of accounts that you manage all interacting with each other. So never, ever do it. Don't use one of your accounts to like, comment, or follow another one of your accounts. And on top of that, don't use the exact same block of hashtags or post the exact same photo on every account. You've got to mix it up and look human. Okay, I'm going to get serious for a second here because this part is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to enable two-factor authentication on every single account. And please, please, use an authenticator app for it, not SMS, which is way easier to compromise. Use a password manager for unique, strong passwords, and never, ever, ever send passwords over email or a messaging app. All right, we have covered a ton of ground. So, the big question is, which one is right for you? Let's put everything side by side in a final comparison to make this decision really, really easy. This table pretty much says it all, doesn't it? As you can see, if you're just managing a couple of personal accounts, the app is totally fine. If you need serious scheduling and inbox management, Business Suite is your go-to. But the second you need real security and scale, just look at that isolation column. A cloud browser is the only way to go for agencies, e-commerce brands, and anyone operating at a professional level. And that really is the bottom line. It's not about finding the one best method. It's about choosing the method that is best for you right now, based on your scale and your needs. Start with what you need today, but always keep an eye on the solution you're going to need tomorrow as you continue to grow.
And that kind of leaves us with this bigger, more philosophical question, right? As our digital lives get more and more fragmented, with different identities for work, for hobbies, for different projects, is this idea of total account isolation just a pro tool anymore? Or is it actually the future of digital security for all of us? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.